right there, the very first race we go to, we won the Daytona 500. And that was the first thing, with CBS with the cameras and everything. And we were pitted right below the camera stand right there. Well, I'm sitting there. I'm a young kid. I'm still in my 20s right there, mid-20s by then. And Ricky's brother, AJ, calls me up. He says, hey, I seen you out there on pit road. He said, you was in there changing the front tire. I said, well, how'd you know it was me? He said, I could tell by that bald spot on the back of your head. I go, what bald spot? I didn't know I had no bald spot. Well, the TV, with the sunlight shining through it, you could see right down through there. First time I ever learned I had a bald spot right there. Which it ain't a little bald spot no more.
What was it like after working for James Hilton and Richard Childress and Granddad Cox, and all of a sudden you do find yourself in victory lane for the Daytona 500? What was that like? It's hard to describe the feeling you get when you go to Victory Circle for the first time. I mean, I was nobody on the crew. I was a tire changer, but at the shop, I was just one of the mechanics. I was nobody. And still, it was a big thrill right there. And a lot of people don't realize, when you're going to Victory Circle, if you see some of the pictures from back then, and somebody just had it on Facebook the other day, is, Victory Circle at Daytona is a little hard to get to. You kind of got to know how to get there. You kind of going through the fences and through the sand, and you're pushing the car through sand down through there. And we make it through one fence. Well, buddy, he's got, you got 100 people crowded around the car, and the crowd, you're trying to make it up through there, and he can't see because everybody's all around the car right there. So I'm pushing on the A-pillar right there by the windshield. I got my arm in there, and I'm driving the car up through there while, buddy, we're running up through there. And Waddell was right in front of me pushing on the front fender. Well, somewhere in that sand, Waddell tripped.
Uh-oh. And
when he did, it looked like a centipede. We just, all the way, he went and we spit him out the back. The whole line of people down the side of that car just walked over top of Waddell. You can't stop. And I was holding on the wheel. I couldn't let go. So he went down, and everybody, like I said, it was just a big hump going down through there, and spit him out the back. He got up, run on back up there. But that was really something. My dad, probably like most kids, he didn't really promote racing because my dad sponsored Bill at the local, at Moyock. They had the dog track down there, and he actually went down and helped them change it into a racetrack and everything. He owned a fence company and helped them do a lot of that work. But it was something, seeing all that and doing all that. To go from that, my dad, like I said, he didn't support it a whole lot because he saw from what he did with Bill that there was no money in racing. He said, we're paying $50 a tire and having to put new tires on the car, and if you win, you won $75. He said, so I could see it was a money-losing proposition. So he really discouraged me the whole time with racing and stuff right there. And after we got to Victory Circle at Daytona, I came home, and my dad actually took me around to his buddies and introduced me.
Really?
His best friend then had a hot dog stand. Yes, my son Cliff. Yeah, they just won Daytona and stuff like that. And it was like I was accepted because he'd pretty much, like, you'll never amount to anything, as long as you're doing this and everything. And it finally did right there.
That's great.
And I was lucky that he was at Charlotte when with Benny Parson. We won the pole there. And we won the little truck and the Broncos and stuff like that. And he was there when we took the picture and did all that. So it turned out good in the end.